be 58 now.
I
I
thought
don't
you,
know.
I thought you said on SmackDown 62 days. It
Oh,
doesn't matter.
I thought I got 59 on SmackDown. Anyway,
Oh, 62
uh,
days on Raw. You're right.
we keep saying we'll move on, but
I
we're
know.
stuck on it.
I want to be accurate.
Oh my God, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It didn't.
I had this big thing planned for this whole Cody thing, and I'm glad you brought it up. You don't want to talk about dicks out. They're running promos for him on both shows. He's still getting promos. He's
Well,
back now.
I'm talking about the commentators. You're right. They are doing promos. They did promos for Rhea though.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
you're absolutely right. They do a lot of the Cody, and they're the same promo.
that's number one.
Okay.
Oh, I can go.
Go ahead.
I
Go.
can go. I have more later, I guess, if you want to continue.
I mean, yeah, I enjoyed Cody's part. The wrestlers are talking about how he's just been given a title shot, so I don't think that, like, even in storyline, it's not like he's all that great. But they are fully committing to him, obviously, with all the packages, and he's about as white meat of a baby face as you can be right now.
Yeah, so they got the promos running for him on both shows. They gave him the number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble, so there wasn't like a mountain for him to have to overcome. Like, he came out last and won it, kind of like John Cena that year. He came back from injury, came out at number 30 and won it,
Batista
and now he's
too.
on to WrestleMania. It's just like no resistance. It's like, oh, you're going to WrestleMania. Let's roll the carpet out so you don't have to touch the actual floor in between.
Well, keep in mind that he's only there because The Rock and Stone Cold appear to be out of the running for a WrestleMania match with Roman. So he's like the plan C. And he's also been out for a while, so they have a lot of time to make up to build him as a credible opponent for Roman.
Well, they have until, what, 50 days until
62
WrestleMania?
days. Or, well, 60.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 50 something, 59. Another thing I wanted to point out. Remember, and I pointed it out, he came out number 30 at the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Pyro is shooting off
Yeah.
during the middle of the Royal Rumble. And then when he wins the Royal Rumble, Pyro shooting off. Come out on Monday Night Raw. What do we have? Pyro.
Yeah.
This guy has wasted the pyro budget for the in 3 days.
I like how
And
he has
for
that,
the match, he had pyro too.
Yes. I like how he has that old school, it looks like smoke. It reminds me of WCW.
Yeah, I do like that smoke touch.
Considering, like, for the most part, the last time we really saw Cody was during the Stardust phase. I mean, yeah, he came back and had a brief feud with Rollins, but we didn't really see a whole lot of him before he got injured. I think he got injured at, what, a second match?
No, I think that was the third. Maybe it was the second match.
Let's say less than 5.
Well, I'm saying with Rollins, that was the second match. He had a match on Raw too.
Okay, so, like, what, 3-4 matches in total?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, we really didn't get to see a whole lot of him as Ric Flair Cody Rhodes.
One thing that did stick out to me is when he started his promo. Well, first of all, he said he outlasted 29 other superstars, which is not accurate because he came out last. But the crowd started chanting, "You deserve it," which was a surprise to me because I thought there was a chance that he was going to get booed
Because of Sammy?
because of Sammy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think he was gonna get booed. I don't think the crowd knows what's going on.
They're idiots.
Yeah, they're cheering for Cody, and of course they're expecting Sammy to get the same thing that Cody's being cheered for. They want all their guys to get the same shit. That's the participation trophy generation.
Yeah. So
I don't like
Cody
his-
Rhodes.
I don't like that there's another fucking song for people to sing along to.
Finally, they did. Back when he was in AEW, the crowd did the oh when that part of the song came,
And then they
and
booed him.
I was. Well, this was before the boo.
Oh, okay.
You know, while the music's playing, he's a babyface. So one of my letdowns is when he went to WWE. At least when he first started coming out, they didn't do the sing along.
I don't know.
But now they are. But he is also kind of leading it.
True.
Like he kind of like cued them to do it.
It's just, we have Rollins. I'm just tired of the singing. Just stop it.
Yeah.
One thing I don't like about his delivery is, I know it's got to be emotional for him and stuff, but when he talks about Dusty, he always kind of chokes up. It's at the point where it almost seems rehearsed.
That's part of his story now,
Yeah,
is to say it and get choked up.
right. Because he does it the same way every time. He'll just almost stop mid sentence, and it's just, yeah, it's to the point where it's just rehearsed sounding.
Before Raw, someone said on Twitter, "I'm so excited for the Cody Rhodes over the top promo where he starts crying when he mentions his dad." So they already called that out too.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that noticed.
Before we go on, he said it in his own promo. You can be the tribal chief, you can be the head of the table, you can be the biggest superstar, but you won't be champion.
Mm-hmm.
This whole Cody Rhodes story thing is about him winning the title. It
Yes.
has nothing to do with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns just happens to be the champion.
Why would it have anything to do with Roman Reigns?
It doesn't. I'm just saying Roman Reigns just so happens to be the champion. That's the only reason. Like if Gunther was the champion,
Uh,
this whole promo would be directed at Gunther.
of course.
On the other hand, the Sami Zayn story is about overcoming Roman Reigns.
Well, there are two different scenarios though. Sami Zayn was basically the mascot for the Bloodline for what, a year?
Yeah, about that.
So he's a little bit more emotionally invested. Of course, there would be more of a Roman element to that.
Yeah, so that's why going back to it, that's why. Well, actually, I'm backtracking. So I was all about Sami Zayn needs to be the one at WrestleMania so that he can take down Roman.
Right.
But I've backtracked on that. He doesn't need to go to WrestleMania. Cody needs to go to WrestleMania. But I don't change what I'm saying is that Sami needs to be the one to take down Roman Reigns for the titles. And I got another thing for you. Because no one's talking about this part of it. But I got some bad news for you. Roman Reigns is walking out of WrestleMania as champion. And here's why. Because on SmackDown, Michael Cole dropped the stat. Roman Reigns is like at 883 days as champion. Remember I talked about they wanted to get him to that 1,000 mark. So by the time WrestleMania comes, he's going to be like 50 days away from a 1,000-day reign. There's no way they're going to get that close to the finish line of a 1,000-day reign and change their mind on it. So Roman Reigns is walking out of WrestleMania as champion. That is why Cody Rhodes, he can have his title match at WrestleMania. Boom! So, told you I was thinking about this. And also,
We'll see, because
I got a little bit more for you.
the goal eventually is to put the belt on Cody.
Yeah, you do it at SummerSlam.
Why would you do it at SummerSlam and not WrestleMania?
You hear what I said? Because Roman will be at WrestleMania. Roman will be like 50 days away from a 1,000-day title reign, a 1,000-day title reign in 50 days from WrestleMania.
Which is even
That's
more reason
why.
for him to lose.
No, when you talk about history, it adds more prestige to the title. It adds more prestige to Roman Reigns to say the 1,000-day reign.
He held the belt for a predetermined sport for 1,000 days. That
Yes.
brings more prestige.
Yes.
And that's not even close to Hogan's or Bruno Sammartino's reigns.
It is close to Hogan's if he held it another year, but
Exactly.
there's no way they're going to do that. But he's in rarefied air up there.
No, because he's not. He'd have to hold it for another year to even come close to Hogan. And then Sammartino, Jesus.
You'd have to hold it for another 4 years.
Yeah. So he's not even in. Like, we don't even talk about Hogan and Sammartino's reigns. We just talk about how they're legends. So I don't know. The amount of days doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit about that.
Why are they talking about it on Raw? Or what? Not Raw. But why are they talking about it when Roman Reigns is walking out?
The same reason they talk
800.
about Raw being the longest episodic, whatever the fuck it is, going on. Nobody cares about that. That's what they care about.
They do. So yes, that is why Roman Reigns is walking out as champion. Or maybe that's just my prediction. I see you're on the other fence.
I don't know
That's
yet.
okay.
I don't know yet. I think just all this Cody dick sucking and to have him lose. I don't know.
Well, it'll also him losing.
I guess
It
I
would
kind of
actually
backtracked with the Cody dick sucking just there, in case anybody caught it. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, with him losing, that also would be beneficial to him because there's a little bit of struggle that he has to overcome to get the title.
He overcame a torn pectoral.
That's so he gets the title just off of that.
Yeah.
Oh, you tore your. I mean, the Miz overcame a torn ACL. He didn't get the title based
Well,
off
that's
of
because
that.
that's the Miz.
Like you're talking about participation trophy. That's a participation trophy. Oh, you got injured. Now you get a title.
Well,
What are you saying, Greg?
he beat Rollins twice.
Okay, not a main event guy.
Rollins isn't a main event guy.
No, he's dicking around for the United States title.
He's still a main event guy.
I'm just okay. I'm not saying. I'm saying he's not like in the main event picture right now.
Not right now, but he's still a main event guy. He's one of the top guys.
Yes, he is.
Okay,
Who will be
so
facing Logan Paul at WrestleMania, by the
oh
way.
god, yeah,
So just get ready
um,
for it already.
yeah. So yeah, so he beat one of the top guys twice, main event or not. He beat him. Then he tore his pec muscle. He came back. He won the Royal Rumble. That's an automatic title shot. It's not his fault that
That's
Gunther.
not an automatic.
What do you mean? That's the stipulation to win in the match.
Oh, you're saying the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
winning the Royal Rumble at number 30.
Yes.
If you want to really talk about it, Gunther's more deserving of a title match right now. He went number 1 in the Royal Rumble last to the end, and his title reign, however many different people he's beaten, like if you're comparing the two, he's even more deserving.
Somebody had to come out at number 30.
Flip flop it.
Flip flop it.
Yeah,
So have Gunther come out at number 30.
you could do it that way, or I don't know. Anybody can come out at 30.
Cody doesn't need that. He doesn't need that build, or he doesn't need to last like an hour and however many minutes in the Royal Rumble to show that he has the fight and tenacity and shit.
I'm just saying, there's been no resistance. It's like he's a full-grown man playing in like a pee-wee league.
Who else is going to be there?
Beware at WrestleMania.
Yeah, who else do they have right now that would be in WrestleMania?
I'm not saying he's not deserving of WrestleMania.
Yes, you are. You
I'm
want to
saying-
say he's getting a title shot right now.
Of course. All I'm saying is there's been no resistance for it.
Because he came back at the Royal Rumble and won it. There hasn't been. He's
there
got
was no
62
struggle.
days. What struggle is he supposed to get into?
I don't know. There's been
What struggle would you like him to see? Would you like him to see crawl through broken glass? I'm sorry, Cody. You came out at the Royal Rumble, but you gotta go through this broken glass first.
no.
You
I
gotta
mean, at least
swallow
don't.
some fire. You gotta let Brock Lesnar have his way with your wife.
I'm not saying he's got to go through all that. I'm just saying at least have some kind of something that he's got to overcome.
He overcame
Let
a
me put
torn
it to you
pec.
like-
So if Roman beats Cody, that's the
That's the
resistance?
resistance.
Oh, you're fucking full of shit.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. If
That-
Cody Rhodes
And what?
coming out last at the Royal Rumble is not resistance,
When should he come out? If he comes out at number 1, that spoils the surprise.
there was no surprise. We knew he was going to be there. They said it on Raw.
Yeah, but we didn't know when he was coming out.
Because he
I mean-
should have been out first.
There's always that seed of doubt because I honestly forgot about him until he came out.
No, well, he was announced. I'm just saying, in every story, there's always something. In every like hero story, I will say, there's always something that has to be overcome. He's not overcoming anything. He's
Goldberg
just
didn't
like,
overcome anything.
oh, he wasn't a hero either.
Yeah, he was.
Matter of fact,
He was WCW's hero.
to the fans, not to the wrestlers, Bret Hart hates him.
Bret the Hitman Hart would love him. Bret Hart, the future movie actor, yeah, he can't stand him.
Yeah, Bret Hart hates him.
Although Bret Hart hates a lot of things, to be fair.
Well, Sami Zayn, he's going, as we found out on SmackDown, he's going to main event Elimination Chamber with Roman Reigns. So I think what you said should happen, will happen. Roman Reigns, he beats the hell out of Sami Zayn,
As he should.
beats him to a bloody pulp in front of his family, and then that writes Sami Zayn off TV. And then we go to WrestleMania. Roman Reigns, he beats Cody Rhodes, as he should, and then he leaves WrestleMania as champion, and then Sami Zayn makes his triumphant return with his old music, by the way. Oh, he comes back with his old music. Babyface Sami Zayn comes back for round 2 against Roman Reigns. This time with the help of a returning Kevin Owens, who was also beat the shit out of and written off TV. He overcomes Roman Reigns. The babyface rises as he's overcome Roman Reigns. And
That's
then you
dumb.
give it to Cody. Then
No.
you just go out and hand it, like just walk out the next night. Here, put it on a silver platter. Here you go, Cody. Or yeah, put it on
No.
a platter. Here
No.
you go, Cody. And then Cody Rhodes.
As
pyro
I said,
goes off
as
and
I said
he's-
earlier,
he's
Sammy has
handed
been
the
nothing
title.
but the mascot for these men, these Samoan men. Sammy has just been learning how to have testicles for the first time. There's no way he's going to beat fucking Roman Reigns. Shit, he was losing all the time on Raw to the lower talent. He can't beat Kevin Owens by himself.
He did in NXT.
That was NXT.
Well,
Actually, no. Kevin Owens, it was a no contest. Kevin Owens.
no, he won one.
Not against Kevin Owens.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think so.
I remember it was one of the. I remember it very vividly because
And
I was like, wow, this is such a
he
great
beat
story.
basically Sammy just won the belt, and Kevin Owens took it from him. I don't.
No, I'm not talking about that. I didn't watch it then. I'm
Well
talking
then,
about they had a match, and Sami Zayn haluva kicked him twice, and that was how the match ended, and he won.
I don't think that was NXT then.
Yeah, it was NXT. I remember it. I don't know. I don't remember what takeover it was, but because I didn't know anything about the two, but I can tell that it was a good story because of what they told in the ring. Like the match itself was a great story told. So when the Bloodline gets the upper hand and they do the beatdown on Sammy, Roman Reigns said, "You broke up my family at Elimination Chamber. You're gonna get your title match because I want to beat your ass in front of your family, in front of your kids." In front of your friends, right? So the whole story is Roman wants to destroy him in front of his family because he destroyed Roman's family. That's the story that's getting us to Elimination Chamber. And they better do it right, or there's going to be some interesting stuff going into WrestleMania.
I don't know. All we know is that Sami Zayn's going to lose,
We do know Sammy's going to lose.
or well,
More,
he's not going to get the titles.
oh, he's going to lose.
Well, I mean, he might win by disqualification or something.
There's kind of a back and forth going on. So people think what's going to happen is Jey Uso is going to show up at Elimination Chamber and he's going to realign himself with the Bloodline, and then that creates the Sammy and Kevin Owens versus the Usos, and then that clears up Roman for Cody Rhodes to go beat him because he's going to retain the title at WrestleMania. The problem with that,
Well, put some money down.
On the flip side of that,
How confident
hold
are
on,
you?
hold on, I'm not done. On the flip side, you have people who are under the impression that Jay can't go to the Elimination Chamber because of his past DUIs or something about maybe he's not allowed in Canada.
Oh, that's true. They're pretty strict on
So,
that.
right. So, yeah. You have some people that says he's going to show up, some people that says he can't show up. So we'll definitely see where that's going to go.
Yeah, those put a little bit more intrigue on it. Or it could be Jimmy dressed up as Jay.
Well, he definitely can't go. Maybe Solo can go.
He got arrested too.
Well,
Oh,
Jimmy's
Jimmy.
the one that
Yeah.
most recently got arrested, but Jay got arrested years back.
Oh, okay. I thought Jimmy's the one that's been in trouble.
Yeah, but Jay did get arrested like a long time ago.
Gotcha.
But they're thinking maybe that's still, I don't know if Canada has like a statute on that, or it's like, oh nope, you never come in here, eh?
Yeah, no, they.
No maple syrup for you, eh?
Jim Cornette talks about that all the time.
About them never letting him.
Yeah, he got held up at the border for a substantial amount of time because of something he did.
Wow, Canada's straight and narrow, huh?
Yeah, they're selective on who they let in.
Like, nope. See, you did something 30 years ago, eh? I don't know why, I just want to keep saying A.
Because it's fun.
But yeah, we'll definitely see where that's all going. But yes, Roman Reigns is walking out of WrestleMania as champion.
We put money down?
We'll circle
How much
back
money
to
do you
that.
want to put down? How much money do you want to put down, bitch?
We'll circle back to that.
Yeah, have the courage of your conviction.
No, we're gonna circle back to it.
All
I
right.
want to see, let the story
Oh,
develop
yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah, just so you're not that confident.
I mean, I am confident,
Not
but I'm
that
just
confident.
saying, I am. Just let the story develop a little bit more.
I want you.
I want to see how much how much more dick riding they're gonna do for Cody.
I want all one
To
of
the
you to write this down. And that one may be me. I want you to write this down that he bitched out Tyson on 2/5/2023. Bitched out on this bet.
I didn't bitch out on anything. I'm saying I want to see where this. I want to see how much more dick riding Cody gets, because it might be to the point where no, I'm confident he's walking out of WrestleMania as champion, Roman Reigns.
How much you want to bet?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
We'll bet though.
Okay.
I'm not gonna change my mind. I am not backing down on this. It's happening.
Okay.
So we talked about Cody Rhodes. He is kind of teasing that he would be bringing, once he wins the title, of course, but he's not going to, that he would be bringing back the winged eagle title. So like the early '90s version of the title.
How awesome would that be?
It would definitely be awesome, especially if they put like a modern spin on it.
Well, they almost have to. Can't dig up the old one. Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
can't reach it.
Yeah, if they modernized it, I'd be into it. When he came back and won the Intercontinental title, he did like that reimagined white Intercontinental title. I really like that one too.
Yeah.
So he does have a good taste in titles. Although, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait on it because he's not beating Roman Reigns yet. Turning out to be a pretty decent looking card, if I'm being honest. We just got to get Sami Zayn in the right spot, and then it'll be the best card it could be. Just kidding. I'm off of it. Sami Zayn does not need WrestleMania because Roman Reigns is walking out of WrestleMania champion.
Well, it's easy to
Yeah.
say that now because he's definitely not getting the WrestleMania spot because he's not worthy.
I mean, he could still get it,
They couldn't.
but he doesn't need it because Roman's not losing.
He's not worthy.
So, so who you
The-
putting in there for
The
Roman?
WWE brass said, you know what? We had 2 last-minute cancellations after we threw a whole bunch of money at people. Who are we going to get? Cody Rhodes.
Well, and that, speaking of that, while you bring that up, that is also one of the reasons why Roman Reigns is walking out as champion. Maybe you can flop that Stone Cold was option one, Rock was option two. Whichever way you put it. Those were the first two options, and then they settled on Cody Rhodes. Definitely, 100% in the first two options, Roman Reigns was walking out as champion. The Rock wasn't going to beat him, Stone Cold wasn't going to beat him. So, you got option three now, Cody Rhodes,
Who is somebody that they want to put the title on.
but they're not going to do it now.
We'll see.
They're going to do it after WrestleMania. I'm not betting that it'll happen at SummerSlam. All I'm saying is Roman Reigns will get to the 1,000-day mark, which unfortunately I lost it. I did have it written down. I think it's May 7th. It'll be, I know, I'm a nerd, but I think I think May 7th he'll have reached his 1,000 days. So whatever pay-per-view happens after May 7th, that's where we can look to start to see him get the titles off of him.
Or Cody Rhodes just beats him on WrestleMania.